Welcome to I Know Jax. I'm Joe Talentino. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I always appreciate your company. It's a busy time of year for me here at I Know Jax because I'm in the middle of spring festival season and there's so much going on in Jacksonville right now. I love it. This past weekend, one of my favorite events returned to the Jacksonville Landing. Usually gumbo is served up with Zydeco music, but not during this festival. Instead, we were wasting away in Margaritaville with Finn's Jax. That's parrot heads in natural settings. And there was lots of gumbo. Just check this out. Hey, I'm at the Jacksonville Landing for the 10th annual Gumbo Festival, and today I get to be a judge.
Cajun chef from Louisiana that is in charge of our gumbo. He came up with the ingredients, he came up with the recipe, and it is awesome. We're number three! Number three!
Best gumbo here, vote 14.
Well, we're a Parrot Head Club, which is basically people who enjoy music like Jimmy Buffett puts out, tropical rock. And we do charity events, and we decided to do a gumbo festival and have a cook-off, kind of like chili, but we're making gumbo. Jimmy Buffett wrote a song, "We'll Play for Gumbo," and that's kind of where we took the spin from. We've done this for 10 years now. This has been probably one of our bigger ones. This fundraiser is actually for Mandarin Food Bank. And we did it last year for them, and it helps the people in their community with food and other things that they need. Oh, this year we have 16 different gumbos.
And guess what? I tasted all of them. I had a great time hanging out at the landing with my fellow judges and meeting lots of I Know Jax viewers. I can't wait until next year. I always enjoy going out to this event. It was a blast this year. Big thanks to Finn's Jax for having me. I can't wait for next year. Now here at I Know Jax, we're focusing on food and drink during the month of March. You might think we do that all the time. And drink, that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. I really enjoy wine. I love craft beer too. You already know that, and you often see me out at one of our local craft breweries or brew pubs around town. But I love a good glass of wine. And I've learned a lot from my buddy, Chris Chislett, who's a real expert on, well, wine. Now, when it comes to food tasting, I think I've moved from amateur to at least semi-pro over the last 3.5 years I've been doing I Know Jax. But when it comes to wine, I'm still considering myself a happy amateur. Today I'm with Chris Chislett, the wine guy, and we're going to taste this
Farrell
Farrell.
Chardonnay.
And Gary Farrell, he's a big name in the Valley?
Not so much, actually. No, you.
Not one of the Carlo Rossi's?
No,
not the Giulio Gallo?
Again, we've got to bring it down to a level you understand. No, he's not Carlo Rossi.
He's not
Carlo Rossi.
Robert Mondavi?
He is, he's not. Oh, actually, Robert Mondavi.
There you go. I was trying to.
Yeah, no, you know some names.
I know some names. I look at those shelves about down there.
Right.
Well,
the
at
bargain
the market.
bin.
Yeah,
$3.
Right next to the boxes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Got to get it in a bottle though.
Definitely one of the lesser known wineries in California.
Okay.
It's so Russian River Valley.
Okay.
Not in Russia.
Not in Russia.
Not in Russia.
It's in California.
It is in California.
How about that?
California, Sonoma, Russian River Valley.
Okay.
So it's just a part of Sonoma. So remember we were talking about the more specific a place you get, the more expensive it is. Yeah, typically that's
kind of one of those deals.
How it goes. Yeah.
It's not from the cheap part of France, is it?
It's not from the cheap part of France. No, it is not, sir. No, it is not. From the rather expensive part of Sonoma.
There we go.
There we go.
Let's talk about the
They
wine.
should put that on the front. I don't want to. They should.
But they have this. They have this little raised part on the front. That's kind of nice.
Good
that
eye.
little stamp.
Good eye, Joe.
It's kind of to make you feel like it's special somehow.
Yeah, probably.
I thought it was special when I
I'd
looked
love
at
to
it.
offer some
How
insight.
does it taste though? That's the real question.
Well, that is a good question. This episode we should actually
let's actually
maybe taste
do it, right?
and review it, and not just. All right. So yeah, you want me to?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll throw it out there. Okay.
Go it. Do
All
it,
right.
man.
So obviously you notice since the last one,
It's
we did
white. I know that.
We did the Sauvignon Blanc.
Right.
That review. Mm-hmm. Well, this one's way different, right? Can you already smell that?
No.
No? I love it.
Did I not
awesome.
learn something?
No. How long have we been doing this?
I don't
2
know,
years
like
now,
a year and a half,
that?
something like that. Yeah.
Very good.
I'm gonna drink now. So
Yeah, please do.
Don't get.
All right, so on the nose, concentrated apple pear, definitely oak, right? So darker color.
Oh yeah.
It's aged in oak. Almost get a almost like caramelized popcorn, buttery, vanilla.
Wait till you taste it. Yeah, it's nice. He makes that funny noise every time.
I do.
I believe him.
Cause
Yeah, because you're fancy.
it makes it look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the accent. I'm a double threat.
Double threat.
Stupid noises in the
Yeah,
accent.
exactly.
So yeah, a little bit more full-bodied, kind of hangs out on the palate, a little bit longer. Remember when we were talking about cougar juice?
This is
I would
it?
put this in the Desperate Housewives cougar juice kind
Nice.
of category,
Is-
unofficially.
Now, tell me what you think. I can taste a little bit of the alcohol here.
It does seem a little
A
bit
little
more
heavier, or I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, well, this might throw us off a little bit, but we're tasting the Sauvignon Blanc. Felt
Right.
lighter, didn't
Lighter.
feel as hot.
Right.
This isn't, I mean, it doesn't feel like hot, but you can definitely get that warming
You
sensation.
do?
Yeah, 13.5% alcohol.
Okay.
So it's probably a little over 14, actually.
Right.
They mark it down a little bit on the label, but
Okay, so but I could definitely tell the difference.
well, that's good.
How about that?
See, yeah,
I did learn
so definitely
something.
more full-bodied, more in your face. It's not overly oaked. It's not like
Right.
chewing on a toothpick kind of oaky, but it's it's definitely got some more body to
Gotcha.
it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's Gary Farrell,
Farrell,
from the Russian River Valley.
part of Sonoma, California.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
There you have it. We'll see you guys on the next Wine Gossip. I have to say that Chris is a patient guy because he's been trying to educate me on the finer points of wine tasting now for a couple of years. And we're slowly moving forward, very slowly, like glacial. But we always have a great time. We're right now in the planning stages for an I Know Jax wine event where you can come out and join us. I think that would be a blast, don't you? If you think so, let me know, because if we have enough people interested, I'll make sure to fast track the plan. After the break, I'm going to talk more about drink, but a completely different kind. Hi, I'm Joe Talentino from I Know Jax. We like to promote eat local, drink local, and being local. So check out my daily videos at iknowjax.com on Facebook and YouTube. Today I want to give a shout out to my friends at Gray Matter Distillery. It's a new distillery here in Jacksonville that's putting out craft spirits. I made a little video about them last week. You can find it on my website or my YouTube channel. Go check it out. What they're up to is really cool, and we always want to support our local businesses, don't we? Just go to youtube.com/iknowjax, and if you subscribe to my channel, you'll always get a notification when I upload new videos. That way you won't miss anything. And this spring we're doing a lot more videos, so there's a lot more to keep up with. Every weekday I upload a short video about interesting stuff, at least I think it's interesting. So make sure to check that out. Next, we're going to talk about something completely different. Hemming Plaza. Oh, geez, I did it again. That's not what it's called anymore. It's called Hemming Park. Just check this out. It's Joe Talentino from I Know Jax. Today I'm down at Hemming Park. I got to tell you a little story. It's kind of cool. I told my neighbor I was coming to Hemming Park for a Sunday afternoon to hang out in the park. And she was like, "Are you crazy? There are all those homeless people and stuff down there." And I was like, "You obviously have not been to Hemming Park lately. Check out what I'm talking about." We all know about the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS that was so popular last year. Well, now I'm going to talk to Amy Heck about the ALS Walk that's happening on March 28th. First of all, how did you get involved with the whole organization and stuff?
Well,
you kind of have a personal story
I
there.
do. 3 years ago, my mother was not feeling well.
Right.
Took her into the, finally kind of tricked her into going to the hospital.
Right.
And a couple days later, she was diagnosed with ALS.
Right.
We didn't know a whole lot about it then.
Yeah.
And we were given by her doctor a brochure about the ALS Association, and I was told, this is who you need to call.
Right.
And I reached out, let my friends know what was going on.
Right.
We dealt with what we could, and a great friend of mine said, "I've just found out they do a walk. I'm going to sign us up."
Right.
And we went to the walk, including my mother.
Right.
And it's a short 2-mile trek.
Gotcha.
It's right around, we start at Tinseltown, right behind Seven Bridges.
Okay.
There's this amazing event that is just, you see people that have lost somebody already,
Right.
people that are dealing with it, people that are just there to support their friends and family.
Right.
And it's a really feel-good atmosphere that even though you're dealing with a disease that is going to take that
Right.
person's life, and the average is 2 to 5 years.
Right.
And my mother unfortunately passed last year.
Yeah.
She had it for less than a year.
Right. So, but I think it's kind of interesting that she was able to make the walk.
Yeah,
So
well, we
that-
pushed her in the chair.
But still, she made the walk.
Yes,
How
she
cool
did.
is that?
Which that was awesome. And you know, between her and there's other patients, and they make it very friendly for people that are dealing with it personally to
Right.
be able to participate in the walk.
Now, the walk benefits the society, which is sort of a support group, right?
Yes, our walk is with the ALS Association of Florida.
Okay.
So it directly benefits patients,
Right.
caregivers, it goes to research,
Right.
it goes to everything. This is our biggest fundraising event of the year.
Cool. Well, most people probably know ALS as, you know, Lou Gehrig's disease, or from the bucket challenge last
Yes.
year. Everybody was dumping ice on their heads.
Absolutely.
Which is great because it really raised the awareness for it. Tell me a little bit the dates and all that kind of stuff. For
Yeah,
the,
it's
for
coming
the,
up. It's coming up soon. It's going to be on Saturday, March 28th.
Okay.
Like I said, it's starting behind Seven Bridges over in the Tinseltown area, right off Gate Parkway. We have a Zumba warm up. We have the band Be Easy that's going to be
cool.
playing
Those are-
there.
okay.
There's going to be a kids zone, so people bring in their kids. The kids have activities
So it's
to
like a
do.
little carnival atmosphere.
Absolutely.
Cool. Thanks for watching I Know Jax. That's it for today. In next week's episode, I'm planning to have a lot of great food stories from GastroFest, so make sure to watch us then. I'll be back next week with more from I Know Jax, but before then, I'll see you on the internet.